Hello and welcome back. I think last week we said we'd have something new. Whilst this set isn't entirely new, I did show it about 3 or 4 years ago. It's the RS11 set. You can see the box has definitely seen better days, and some of the labels are in better condition than others there. So I think we'll just turn this around a little square onto camera and have a look at that terrific image. Father and two sons playing with the extensive model railway. A vast number of items on show here in the picture. If we look sort of quite closely here, we have got a price just scribbled in pencil on there. Sadly, this label has been torn away and lost a little bit of it over the years. Little bits of paint splatter on the box lid, nothing too bad. And these boxes are made out of such terribly soft card. It's amazing they've lasted at all. So there is some sellotape on another corner. Have a look in there. You can see some sort of tearing has been all sort of semi-repaired by sellotape over the years. We'll put that down and we'll leave that alone. We've got the Series 3 track. Now I think this set came along in 60 or 61, early 60s anyway. Ran for about 3 years. My version has a Series 3 track in it. It's not perfect. It is sort of nice to sit in the box. A little bit of silica gel here, so we've got a small oval of track. We've got a couple of straights, so one of them being an uncoupling rail, and we've got smaller radius curves there. I'll just get one out and have a quick look over it. If I get too close with this camera, it's not going to focus. But we've seen the small radius Series 3 curves before, and we've got the wonderful sort of variant on the dock shunter called the yard switcher. So this would be R355. I think this was available 1960 to 65. There is a red variation of that. We will get this out in a moment. I'm not going to be able to get it out of the cardboard insert there. And just notice that you've got the lovely Tri-ang Railways sticker on the box there with the RS11 train set. We've got the lovely tanker. So what number was this? This is R.117. I think earlier sets may have had a box wagon. We'll have a look at a couple of pictures in a moment. We've got a gondola here. So the gondola car is R.116. I think these were available sort of mid-50s through to early 60s, 63 I think, before they were dropped from the range. A variety of different colours I think available with these. And then the Caboose, quite a lot of these Cabooses. So this is R115. Hopefully we're keeping some focus on here. So again, we will get these out on the railway, but these were available sort of mid-50s to mid-60s in various colours. I think they went on into the Canadian range. There's a number of ones in the late 60s and early 70s. But I'm quite excited to get that out. I was actually looking for something else, and I came across this set, and it threw up a couple of interesting options. So here we've got the 61 catalogue, and we've got the set as it sort of more or less looks. What we've just looked at there, we've got the yellow yard switcher, and then where have we got the information here? And it's called the diesel freight set. So hopefully I'm keeping focus on that, and you can see all of those items in there. But earlier, I think here we are in the 1960 catalogue. We've got the same set. So let's come along here. RS11. It's just called the RS11 train set here. Hopefully keeping focus. But it has a box car, R114, instead of the tanker wagon. I don't know. Tanker wagons are probably a more impressive looking item. But while I was looking these things up online, I noticed that the number RS11 had been used for another train set in the late 60s. I think this is the 66 catalogue, the good set. And unusually for Tri-ang, they've got a power controller available here. So this is the RS11, the goods train set, ready to run, red locomotive, poly mineral wagon. I don't know whether we're reading all this. Flat wagon with Mimic's car, brake van, and track oval with uncoupler. Comes complete with a 12-volt DC power controller fitted with speed and direction regulator, thermal automatic overload cutout, That's a resistant, I'm reading this from too far, resistant adjustment switch, input 220-240 volts, AC, 50 cycles only, not available in Australia. So with that in mind, I know we had the Poly out quite recently. I thought I'd just get that out on the railway, swap the wagons around, and I got a flat car with a blue Mimics car there. I don't know what colour we were in the picture, a green one. So I imagine there was a variety of coloured cars just picked up when the set boxes were being packed. So what I'll do is I'll get this lot out on the rails, give the wagons a little bit of a look over, and actually we could have a look at these on the bench, have a quick look over the models, and then we'll get them on the rails. This locomotive haven't run for quite a number of years, I think, so we'll do a little bit of remedial work on it perhaps. Makes a bit of a racket with those knurled wheels, doesn't it? But I think that's in a fairly lovely original condition. That's as it came out of the box, so it could benefit with a little bit of a clean, I think. And the pads look very, very dry, so I think I'll go ahead and get that cleaned up. But it looks in fairly good condition. One of the screws looks like it's been chewed a little bit, so maybe it's been apart a few times. But brass gears. And the bulb still works. You've got that lovely heat protector there on the top. All looks to be sort of fairly original sort of wiring there. Hopefully that's staying nice and sharp in focus there. So let's just pop that down. We'll have a quick look over the bodywork on there. So I think we saw that side with it in the box. So it looks fairly good. It's slightly more worn on the other side. The hazard straps on the front are a little worn. Radiator all painted up in black there. That side is a little bit more worn away. It has seen a little bit more handling perhaps. And the roof's in fairly good condition. Slight bit of wear through on the black. Not too bad, but it's got all of its steps. And that coupling is just screwed in there. I think that's painted black on the inside to stop light leak. I'm not sure whether that's original, all factory painting on the black on the inside there, or whether somebody has put additional paint in there. So I have an idea that sometimes they were just painted black just around the front there. But I could be imagining that. I'll have to open another one at some point and have a look. So we'll just pop that down nice and safely. Just have a look at the gondola wagon. Gondola car, perhaps, is the correct word for it. No sort of planking detail on the inside there. But Tri-ang Railways, what have we got? Express deliveries there. It doesn't want to focus on that as it comes around, does it? It sort of hates it. We've got metal bogies, and we've got open axle boxes. Wheels are fairly nice. I must have cleaned all of these up before, so I think these are going to run with very little preparation whatsoever. So we'll pop that down again. That is in absolutely lovely condition. Have a look at the tank wagon here. So I think this is a really stunning looking model. So it sort of looks possibly more advanced than it really is, but just with all these sort of stays and things around the end, the ladders and the filler cap on the top, and this lovely shell decal on the side. Again, with plastic. I'll get the words out here. We have got metal bogies, plastic wheels, and open axle boxes there. All of the chassis on this is plastic. So wheels fairly good. These wheels on this end of the bogie, tiny bit sticky, but I don't think there's anything that won't clean up quite rapidly. Let's see what we've got on the underneath there. So we've got Tri-ang down here. And I can't quite see. We've got made in England just down there, and that R.117 just hiding in there. So we'll pop that down. Have a swift look at the Caboose. So I think made a number of these in different colours over the year. I think we saw one of these which partially damaged one in a group of items that somebody very kindly sent me in a recent video. So I can't remember whether, without looking now, whether this is the version which catches on the Super 4 points, the long steps. I think it's okay on the Series 3. I know there is one way around that they don't like, and the steps were shortened as time went on. So yeah, quite a lovely looking item. I think the roofs on these are very securely glued on. I think the chimney is still present. But yeah, we'll get these up on the rails. So yeah, it's got Tri-ang is a bit more prominent on the bottom there, and our 115? I can't quite see now. So yeah, I think the Caboose was 115 and made in England. I'll put those details in the bottom there just to confirm that. I suppose did we have any printing, any detailing on the bottom of the gondola? Yes, we do. So we have got Tri-ang R.116 and then made in England. We're just keeping that in focus there. So just giving that a bit of a clean up, light oiling, and it seems to be running quite a bit nicer now. If we pop that on the rolling road, we'll give it a little power and we'll be able to see that light up. Just reach for the controls and then go for the full strength, and we'll give it a little bit the other direction. You definitely hear those knurled or ribbed wheels biting into the rollers on the rolling road there. We'll just switch that off. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. So we'll just we'll put that to one side. You can see why you'd need that sort of heat shield there. That would protect the cab. And I was talking about whether the inside was painted black or not on the others. So this is just the rough one I've had kicking around on the railway for a while. That's also painted completely black on the inside there. For some reason I had it in my mind that it was just the front part was painted black. Actually, we'll keep the top off this. This is one I've done a bit of a conversion on, LED conversion. Let's just pop that on the road for a moment, and we'll give that a little bit of power. So that sort of should be flicker free as well. So it lights up almost instantly. And see, it sort of dies off. It doesn't instantly go out. And then you've got power on there. That is rather bright, isn't it? So let's go the other direction. So you can put a larger capacitor on there, and you could get that to sort of glow rather than instantly go out. But I think that capacitor there just stops the sort of constant flicker. Let's see if we can get that just hooked back in there. You just need to bend that up a little bit. It's a very rough bit of wiring really, but it really does do the job. So let's just hook that in there so you get the LED just poking through the lamp, that rivet used for the surround for the lamp there. We'll pop that on the road there. I won't bother putting the screw back in for now, and then we'll just give that a little bit of power. So it can be quite effective. This one didn't have its lamp, which is why I went ahead and made this conversion. I've got the group of models there that make up that RS11 set from the early 60s just sitting at the station. Let's just swing around and have a look at that other group of models from the later RS11 style set. So we've got the Poly there, so industrial locomotive R355, sometimes prefixed with the letter R because it was red. I'm not sure what year the red ones came along. I think the blue ones came along possibly in black as well, from 1960, and they made versions of this industrial loco through to 72. And then we've got the mineral wagon there, R343. They made those 1960 to 78-ish, long-running wagon. And then we've got a flat wagon with a car load. That's R17C. Again, I think that was available 66 to 73. And the ever-present R16 brake van, dating from 53 to 64. I'm not sure when this one's from. This one's a very beaten up one. We've seen it on the railway a number of times. So let's just pop my notes down for a second. Excuse me wandering around while I do that. And we'll give that a little power. And we'll see if we can get that out onto the inside line. Very rattly body on this version of the Poly. I think we saw it a video or so ago. Let's just bring that into there, then we'll switch up the points behind. So, whoops. So we just need to close this one. And now let's give the yard switcher a go. I don't think we're going to see the light up in the current lighting conditions we've got. A bit more energetic, this model. So I did have a problem with it when I was testing it on the railway. It didn't like the platform at the 00 station here. The steps on that caboose definitely collided with the edge. I've adjusted the positioning of the platform slightly, but I've had no real trouble with anything else running on the railway. But they do stick out quite a way. Let me take the edge off this a little bit now. I'm turning that the wrong way. There we go. Let's see if we can come around with this a bit more. I think we'll get the other group of models underway. Losing focus completely there. Mind of its own autofocus. So, slight hesitation on that point back there. Very deep flanges on that yard switcher. And we'll get this underway. Nice gentle rattle from the wagons. Yard switcher coming in from the left, a shot there. And it is such a whine, isn't it, coming from that yard switcher. Let's see if we can just follow that around for a moment or two. See if we can go quite elevated there. We're Sunday 29th of October today. It's been raining since, well before it was light. It seems to continuing to do so. We're sort of just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the moment. There's no let up. Next weekend I'm hoping to go down to Leicester to the Train Collectors Society. That Poly is definitely picking up a little pace now. Well, I've got the wrong set of controls in my hand for this. We'll just see if we can follow that along past this great group of wagons here. So ideally next week we'll get some footage from that show. And hoping to see some interesting toy trains. Maybe come away with a few new items for the railway. You never know. But I think that's probably it for today. Thank you again for watching. It's hugely appreciated. So if you look back next time, hopefully we'll have some footage from that show in Leicester. Ideally, it may have stopped raining by then. Goodbye now.